Veena Shukla here. Dear ones, today we will study with a very amazing story, Rip Van Winkle. You can see a character here, Rip Van Winkle. This is a very uh, good-natured man, very nice man, but one thing was with him that he was very lazy, and due to his laziness he went into the hills and slept. And when he woke up, then 20 years already were passed, and then he was totally changed, and he finds that many things were changed. So let us read this story word by word, and you have to focus on new words, maybe new for you. So let us start to read one by one. Many years ago, at the foothills of the Catskill Mountains, this is a place, mountains, was a little village. In the village lived a simple, good-natured fellow named Rip Van Winkle. He was a kind neighbor, ready to help anyone. Everyone in the village liked him. The children of the village shouted with joy whenever they saw him because he played with them. He taught them to fly kites and shoot marbles. Shoot and told them long stories. The only problem with Rim was that he was very lazy. He did no work on his own farm and just idled away his time. His fences were falling to pieces. His cow was going astray. Weeds grew on his farm. Rip's constant companion was his dog named Wolf. To avoid work, he would walk away into the forest with his dog. One day, Rip just walked on and reached the highest part of the mountain. It was late in the afternoon when he reached there. Tired after his long climb, he lay down and began daydreaming. It was soon evening. He realized it would be night by the time he reached. Uh, Children, see here. Uh, Here are some words you can see: foothills, fences, idled away, shoot. Constant is continuously. एक तरह से constant मतलब continuously. Companion is, you can say, friend. Avoid, ignore. Mountains, you know, highest, high, higher, highest, सबसे ज़्यादा ऊंचा. Tired means, you can say, fatigued. Realized means thought. This one thing you can see, as it is a story about a fellow. So you can see here his character is described in the first page. So you can easily understand about this man. You can see simple, good natured, kind, ready to help. He was liked by all people. Huh? And he was a played with them, and he was a teacher also, taught them to fly kites and told stories. but these are positive aspects of character. मतलब कुछ सब में कुछ अच्छाइयां होती हैं, सब लोगों में कुछ बुराइयां होती हैं. तो इतनी सारे प्लस पॉइंट्स थे रिप वैन विंकल में, इतने सारे प्लस पॉइंट थे, बट एक निगेटिव पॉइंट था, दैट इज लेजी. He was lazy, and due to his laziness, he suffered with this incident. So, you understood about Rip and Winkle and the story. His friend was dog. One day, he moved with him uh, up to the mountains. He reached his village. He thought that he reached there after noon, so he thought that and now it is useless to return because it will be night, so he stayed there. Suddenly means achanak, he heard a voice calling out, Rip and Winkle, Rip and Winkle. He looked around and saw a short old man with thick hair and grizzled beard walking towards him with a barrel. You can see here barrel, a big utensil. He made signs to help him carry the barrel. Rip hurried. They demanded help to move with this barrel. The stranger, Rip was not familiar with these people. These were strangers for Rip. Here you can see his friend dog, who caught his hand tightly. Together they reached a place where there were some more odd-looking men playing nine pins. They were all dressed the same way, and all of them had beards of very various shapes and colors. Various shapes and colors. See, you can see here different color, different color, different color. Though they were playing a game, their faces were serious, serious, and there was silence. This was very unusual for a Rip. The only sound was the noise of the balls which echoed. अब चिल्लाते हैं ना तो वो आवाज लौट के आती है खूब दूर तक. That is echo करती है जो वो like thunder. As Rip and his companion reached them, they stopped playing and stared. Stared मतलब घूरना, बिल्कुल fix sight देना. At Rip with a fixed gaze. Rip was really frightened. Frightened means afraid. His companion emptied, khali kar diya, the contents of the barrel into glasses and made Rip drink it. Rip obeyed as he was trembling. Trembling, shaking with fear. डर से कांप रहा था इतने लोगों को देख के. तो उसने उसको जो बैरल में लिक्विड था, इन लोगों ने रिप को पीने को दिया एंड रिप ने पी लिया. Here you can see 9 pins game is there. Since he was thirsty, रिप इतनी यात्रा करके ऊपर माउंटेन में आया था तो प्यासा भी हो गया था. He drank a few more glasses and slowly fell into deep sleep. उसने बैरल का लिक्विड ज्यादा ही पी लिया, more than required, and slept. On waking up, जब वो जगा, he found he was at the place where he had first met the old man. अपने आप को वहां पाया. He rubbed his eyes. It was a bright, sunny morning. Surely I have not slept here all night, thought Rip. Thought मतलब सोचा. He looked around for Wolf, but he was nowhere. Rip whistled for him. उसने अपने जो उसका कंपेनियन, जो उसका फ्रेंड था, डॉग जिसके साथ वो रहता था, जिसका नाम था वुल्फ, उसको खूब बुलाया, विसल किया. He then shouted. Shouted means to speak in a very loud voice. No dog was to be seen. Where was this dog gone? He muttered to himself. He began to descend. Descent आप जानते हो, उतरना. Climbing चढ़ना और descend उतरना. The mountains to go back to his village. As he neared the village, he met a number of people, but he did not know any of them. The villager also stared at him, equally surprised. Who is this man? Said one. I have never seen him before, said another. Look at his long white beard and his wrinkled face. It means when he came back, his face was wrinkled. You can see here, Rip, and see the surprised people seeing him. On hearing this, Rip stroked his chin, and to his astonishment, astonishment means surprise, he found his beard had grown a foot long. See, you can see here. ये देखो कितनी बड़ी उसकी बियर्ड यहाँ तक आ गई है. Had grown a foot long and it was all white. An old man walked up to him and looked at his face for a moment. Then she exclaimed, It's Rip Van Winkle! Welcome home again, old neighbor. Where have you been these 20 long years? It means he slept for 20 years. What a surprise! That's why his neighbor was not able to recognize him, and he was not recognizing anyone, because 20 days, 20 years are a long time to face a lot of changes. Here, your first exercise is here. You can see idled away, and 3 are options: wasted, rested, admired. Idled away is rested. Constant, I have told you, steady. Realize, not to set free real, it is to understand. Descent, to be decent, no. To not send, no. It is to move down. Barrel is a wooden container. Contents the ingredients. Near the lower part of a mountain is foothills. You have red with gray hair. To rub gently. Surprised. It is astonished. Surprised. Familiar is known, well known. Stroked is to rub gently, and with gray hair, grizzled, he grizzled. So this is your lesson. Read it in a loud voice